Alright, so I really gotta review these three films. It's a trilogy basically. Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and Before Midnight. And they are all rated R. These are romance films, guys. Not really a big fan of them, but like these are, I think, unique romance films, and and all three of them have very similar structures, which is basically the two lovers just having a conversation. I mean, these three movies are just about these two people on their own journeys and then running into each other, and during their time in the movie, that's like the movie shows the times they have together. So, and I think the time span for all three of these movies are probably like a decade or two. Like Before Sunrise, I think the whole story just takes place like one during one day, and I think same with Before Sunset, it takes place during one day. Before Midnight, I don't remember if it takes place in one day, but it's just kind of refreshing. Like it's really grounded and realistic in terms of romance films. Like that actually explores relationships, like where characters go. In Before Sunrise, the first one, they meet. Before Sunset, they have another run-in. They're more mature. They're older. And then Before Midnight, not really much of a spoiler, but they have kids already. And then this is like in their adult married life. It's great, guys. I just love these. I saw these movies so many years ago. But I'm trying to think of like good romance films, which is hard for me to think of. And like these three are like they're all three good. You don't really have to like, for example, you can watch Before Midnight without watching the previous two, Before Sunset and Before Sunrise, because these movies are driven 100% by dialogue, by the words shared between the two main characters, who are the same actors and characters in all three movies. I'm gonna see if there are any awards or accolades for these films because they're pretty small films. Like I don't hear anyone really talking about them. And like, okay, here we go. So Before Midnight definitely has some accolades. Academy Awards nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. I did not know that. At the AARP Annual Movies for Grown Ups Awards, won Best Screenwriter Richard Linklater with Julie Delpy and Ethan Hawke, who I believe are the two main actors in all three movies. It also won the Austin Film Critics Association Award for Best Austin Film at the Boston Online Film Critics Association. It won Best 10 Best Films of the Year and Best Screenplay. As a Critics' Choice Award, it won a Louis VIII Genius Award for Julie Delpy, Ethan Hawke, and Richard Linklater. Yeah, so this is one of those films where like the two main acting leads and the director slash writer or whatever are the main like kind of people who produced the films, I guess. Yeah, Hollywood Film Festival Award, same three people. Won for Screenwriters of the Year. Indiana Film Critics Association. It won Best Adapted Screenplay for the same three people. Yeah, these and the same three people also won the LA Film Critics Association Award for Best Screenplay, the National Society of Film Critics Best Screenplay, the New York Film Critics Online Best Films of 2013, San Diego Film Critics Society for Best Adapted Screenplay, um, Women Film Critics Circle won for screenwriting award to Julie Delpy. Best Equality of Sexes Award, the film won Before Midnight. And the best screen couple, yeah, Julie Delpy and Ethan Hawke. I would say this is the best screen couple because during the course of these three films, I mean, it's not like all happy stuff, you know. I mean, yeah, like the first two, the first film, they're like dating. The second film, yeah, they meet again in life, later in their life, and they date again. It's like a normal like realistic relationship type of thing you're saying. And the first two, and all three films are set in Europe, so sort of that American fantasy romance in like some European exotic destination or whatever, with a lot of history and culture. And so I think even though a lot of people probably haven't heard of these movies, I think if they like good romance films, these three are great. Um, you know. So, wow, I think that's it for that. So, again, the first film is Before Sunrise. Radar came out in 1995. The second film, Before Sunset, came out in 2004, almost 9 years, 10 years later. Um, The third film, Before Midnight, came out in 2013. So again, the actors, the same actors who play these characters are aging, and you see them age physically and emotionally in terms of the script writing. It's great. This is a good film viewing stuff, guys. Cannot elaborate enough about that. If you like romance films, if any of that sounds interesting, check it out. Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and Before Midnight. Until then, take it easy, y'all, and peace.